In this video, we're going to be finding the area of a regular octagon. Our example states, a stop sign is a regular octagon. The standard size has a 16.2 inch radius. What is the area of the stop sign to the nearest square inch? Let A equal the apothem and use the cosine ratio to find A. The central angle of a regular octagon is found by taking 360 and dividing it by 8, the number of sides. This equals 45 degrees. We can label some points on our octagon. If we consider triangle ACB, then that corresponds with our central angle measure of 45 degrees. In other words, angle C equals 45 degrees. To find A, we're interested in finding the measure of angle ACD, and angle ACD would be simply 1/2 of 45. So the measure of angle ACD equals 22.5 degrees. Now we can use our cosine ratio. Since cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, we can say that cosine of 22.5 equals A over 16.2. Solving for A, we get A equals 16.5 times cosine of 22.5. So now we've solved for A to obtain an expression for the apothem. Our next step is to find the perimeter of the octagon. So the perimeter is going to equal 8, because there are 8 sides, times the length of a side. If we let x represent the base of the right triangle formed by the radius and the apothem, then we see that for each side we have 2 x's. This means that our perimeter is equal to 8 times 2x. To solve for x, we'll use the sine ratio. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. So we have sine of 22.5 equals x over 16.2. We solve for x by multiplying 16.2 on both sides, and we get 16.2 sine of 22.5 equals x. Because our perimeter equals 8 times 2x, an expression for the perimeter would be 8 times 2 times 16.2 sine of 22.5. Now that we have expressions for A and P, we can substitute them into the area formula. Now we have A equals 1/2 times 16.2 cosine 22.5 times 8 times 2 times 16.2 sine 22.5. By multiplying everything through, we get our final answer, which is that the area is equal to 742.29 inches squared. This concludes our example, and I hope you found it helpful.